Congrats those who can watch. On you, it's live. For me, not yet. So I'm checking for... Yes, it's there. Do we have a waiting screen? So quiet lang ako dahil di ako nakamute.
Yo, what's it going on, guys? It's your Big Daddy JJ. I know our faces right now medyo static na lang kasi picture na lang nakalagay dito, and of course as well kay Prof Toff para lessen the process na nangyayari sa atin ngayon para ma-livestream namin to ng maayos. And with that being said, Prof, anong masasabi mo ngayon now that we are on the grand finals?
Right now, one of the things, it's very, very exciting to see Francis tie again after the initial stream. And excited to see these top two players after beating the 60 plus who participated yesterday. And thank you everyone for the patience. Go, bro.
Ayan na nga, katulad ng sabi mo, no, ang dami nangyari sa atin. We weren't able to stream this, and actually, we're not streaming right now on the Pokemon Philippines page, although we are processing right now. We are streaming right now, sa ating, we are streaming right now sa sarili nating mga page kasi we don't wanna have any issues right now. Pero with that being said, dude, this is it. This is it. The culmination of everything.
This is it. The finals. Ooh, and I'm seeing what we mentioned earlier. Urshifu.
Yes, Urshifu, Magnezone, and Porygon Z. Those are the new ones that we have right now for Series 5. Anong masasabi mo sa team ngayon ni Rogerson?
Right now, Rogerson has really good coverage with the Grass, Fire, Water Core, and a really good combination ng mga support and offensive Pokemon. You don't really see Magnezone every day, and this is one good time to see what Magnezone has to bring into play aside from having the ability Sturdy. We're not sure if it is having Sturdy right now, and Porygon Z with that insane normal typing damage that it brings into play after having download or any boost from its allies.
Ayan, and with that being said, we are now in Francis Tai versus Rogerson Villangca, Seed 3 versus Seed 8, now on the grand finals. Let us have a champion time. And of course, we are going to have the Whimsicott and the Porygon Z as the lead para dito kay Rogerson Villangca, at para naman dito kay Francis, ang uunahin niya dito would be the Cinderace and that of the Rillaboom with the Grassy Surge para ilabas ang grassy terrain.
I would say right now the bigger threat is Porygon Z with the capacity to take out any Pokemon with its stab move coming in from its normal type Hyper Beam if it's going for the max move ng normal, and Tailwind will definitely one of the things to watch out for right now kay Whimsicott. So sa mga players ngayon na nanonood, hindi natin sure kung paano magiging play, pero ang sigurado si Whimsicott ang hindi papansinin right now because definitely it would be surviving with Focus Sash, and the offense would be definitely coming from Porygon Z. So it's either a switch in, the faster Pokemon will definitely be attacking right now.
And ayan na nga, as we are saying, that a switch in from the Whimsicott going in for the Magnezone is coming in right now. Pero first things first, ang unang gagawin dito ni Francis Tai would be a Dynamax. I think going to be a Cinderace. I think he was predicting that. If he's gonna go in for the G-Max Max Ball Fire, I forgot the name of it. Fireball, there you go. Max Fireball. and then ang target dito would be the Whimsicott. The Magnezone wouldn't do anything at all. Although, we still have this sturdy ability as well there. Na possibly a sturdy ability. But, again, si Rogerson here would be going in for the Dynamax Porygon Z. This is the first time I'm seeing a Dynamax Porygon Porygon Z into the play right now. At dito nanonood sa atin ngayon ang kapatid dito ni Roger. Ayaan na. Let's see what's gonna happen right now. Rillaboom going in for the fake out into that of the Magnezone. Not gonna do a lot of damage because of the match up. And there we go, the G-Max Fireball coming into that of the Magnezone. Yan ang sabi ko sa'yo. Gusto niya agad kunin yan. It doesn't matter if you have the Focus Sash in. You have the fake out in, especially kahit nakano pa yan kahit dyan pa sa, kahit yung Whimsicott pa yan, even if the Whimsicott was the one who had the Focus Sash, it doesn't matter. But with that being said, binalikan Tony Rogerson with that move. Dude, one hit KO is coming in for that Rillaboom. Nice trade from both players right now.
And this is high-level play na pinapanood natin ngayon. Willingness to take that trade for you to set up your offensive presence. And right now we're seeing two Dynamax Pokemon with actually the capacity to take out any Pokemon on the field.
Ayan na nga, no? So, anong pwedeng mangyari dito now that they had, both of them traded one Pokemon each? And I think this has, ang daming pwedeng mangyari dito. Ang laking defensive, ang laking butas to sa defensive options mo.
And right now, we're seeing two offensive Pokemon. And the faster one being Cinderace, from what we saw earlier. But there is that follow me. There is that support coming from Whimsicott with the speed control. So definitely, he has to take out that Togekiss, expecting that follow me. And we don't know what that Whimsicott will be able to do, protect and taunt from his end, or si Francis Tai will be going for also a defensive play, expecting that.
But with that being said, let's hold on onto that thought. And ito na, follow me is gonna happen right now for the Togekiss. Let's see, ayun na naman, the other taunt na nangyari kanina with Francis, ngayon ay makikita na naman natin with Rogerson. Ito na, Max Strikes coming in. Of course, it's going to be onto the Togekiss. It's going to be a one-hit KO once again. Rogerson is doing a lot of damage into Francis Tice's defenses. Dude, ano nang pwedeng gawin ni Francis dito? But then again, we still have the Max Knuckle here for the Libero going to change the typing into the fighting type. Pero bibigyan din siya nito ng +1. And of course, this is also a stab move right now. Pero it doesn't matter even though it's going to get in the setups dahil mas mabilis dito ngayon si Porygon Z. And, dude, mas mabilis si Porygon Z ngayon and he could just take out the Cinderace after this.
Because there's that speed drop from the max move ng normal. And right now, the offensive presence is really high, and Primarina is now in a bad spot as well.
It is.
But he has to go for a defensive here, but Max Guard is the only thing that can save you. But anything that gets hit will definitely die from that normal max move. And right now, Whimsicott can only do Tailwind to help support more, or do a helping hand to make sure that anything that gets hit goes down. And Francis will be definitely have to regroup after this game, because game 2 will be actually another story. So he has to find out a really good stop for that Porygon Z that really wrecked the team in 2 hits.
Exactly. Dude, napakagandang pinapakita. This is a very good display of strength, of sportsmanship na pinapakita ngayon ni Rogerson Villangca. And here we go. The Dazzling Gleam is coming out from that of the Whimsicott. Not going to do a lot of damage to both the Primarina and the Cinderace, although it's a super effective hit. Still, it's not going to do a lot of damage. Let's see the Max Strike. Is it going to kill? It is going to kill. Dude, Rogerson is on a roll right now. What is going on? Rogerson just takes out 3 of Ty's Pokemon in just one hit with just Max Strikes. G-Max Strike, yeah. Max, whatever that move is, but it doesn't matter anymore. Because he is on a roll right now with the Primarina on left. Primarina left right now to the side of Francis. Dude, he needs to do a lot of adjustment for game 2. And right now, I think we're gonna see either a Cinderace or an Urshifu at the back. I don't think it's going to be a Gyarados. What do you think?
Let's go for Urshifu probably here to end it. No protect, and probably if there's a grass move, it's Cinderace.
It's going to be Cinderace. All right, go on.
Well, definitely, if he plans to attack, there's that Sucker Punch waiting. There's also the probability of a super effective move. But either way, Primarina will just probably take 2 hits to go down.
Right, and that being said, we are going to go in for the bounce hacks, as Rocky would like to call it, the bounce hacks, to get him some, like, guarantee damage off of that Primarina. But going in for another what do you call that again? What move? Dazzling Gleam. Not gonna do a lot of damage, but then again, we still have the Cinderace at the back. Basically flying because of the bounce. But with that being said, even if Primarina here would be able to like protect themselves just to like get some information off of that Whimsicott, I think this is pretty much the game of Rogerson. What do you think? Oh, never mind. There we go. We have the Protect as well coming in. He's just going to go in to get some information. What do you think is he trying to get in here?
Definitely, he wants to be at a better pace. Who knows which are the threats he can deal with aside from that Porygon Z. And he knows he's gonna really take out a lot of Pokemon. So right now, that Cinderace is also an offensive Pokemon. So he has to find out also as much as possible to actually get the lead para sa next game. Dahil nga ngayon, alam nilang mabibilis ang Pokemon na dala ni Rogerson. And that normal max move definitely will take out one, reduce the speed of your Pokemon on the field. He has to find a way that's not Togekiss's Follow Me is gonna save him. So he has to find a way to actually deal with that speed, counteract it, and probably try to take out that Porygon Z if it's gonna be the same thing.
Right, and with that taunt is basically just guaranteeing that Cinderace here would be able to attack in the Primarina. Pero pag-usapan natin ano yung pwedeng gawin dito ni Francis though. We are seeing that Francis here is just stalling in for the para makakuha ng information, but never mind. Do you think he would still be able to take in if mag-miss yung bounce? I think Primarina here, Francis here still has a chance. Pero what do you think is he supposed to do for the next round? Supposing na dapat siya mag-adjust, ano yung mga adjustment na dapat niya gawin para maunahan itong si Rogerson? Seeing that the max strike coming in from the Porygon Z basically whoop 3 of his Pokemon.
Well, one is Resistance. He has a Steel-type Pokemon, from what I can see here. And he can also go for the Dusclops, which is immune to normal moves. So definitely he has to go a different defensive route just to bait it. But we never know when is the right time to predict that switch in. So right now, let's see what happens.
Right, and with that being said, Rogerson immediately, just like that, quickly, like a quick claw, taking game 1 of the grand finals. Now, he is on the tournament point. Isa na lang ang kailangan niyang gawin. Syempre, isa na lang ang kailangan niyang gawin. Pero like, isang game na lang ang kailangan niyang makuha para mapanalo yung grand finals. Ano sa tingin mo ngayon yung dapat gawin dito ni Tai, para mas makabalik po siya? Yes, nakapagsimula ka na, but like, let's, pigain pa natin yun na anong dapat niyang gawin para manalo against Rogerson.
One of the best things na uunahin niya is proper prediction. Right now, his Ghost type and Steel type Pokemon poses a big threat sa ating Porygon Z na dala ni Rogerson. And that's just one way to do it. If nag-fail or napigilan niya in any way yung assault na sinasabi natin ng Porygon Z, when it goes Dynamax, or he has his own tech in his team that he hasn't shown yet na kayang pigilan ng Dynamax moves or anything, probable techs, we don't know. Or there's that priority moves. There's no Psychic Terrain to stop each Pokemon, but there is that Dynamax Psychic move that can make it happen. Pero there's that Sucker Punch coming from Cinderace maybe and Bisharp at the same time. There's that possibility of going for an offensive duo instead of just predicting a Follow Me, because Togekiss is dead when it gets anything. It won't get anything done with that Follow Me. He has to match that offensive presence and not sacrifice as much Pokemon as possible. And let's go to the second round as soon as we can.
Dude, wala na akong dude, ewan ko, mag-English ba ako, mag-Tatagalog? I know we've agreed to each other na mag-Tatagalog tayo in this stream,
bro.
dude.
I wanna read this. Mark Abayan just said, Porygon Z is not Porygon Z, it's Porygon Z.
It's Porygon Z. Porygon Z, dude. Ewan ko, dude, it's just, I don't know. And this is my first time seeing Rogerson. Have you seen him on different events before?
Locally, it was during earlier years, not during 2019, 2020. And this is the first time I've seen him participate. He was a prominent player. I'm not sure which year, but it was probably during the 2014 to 2017 season.
Oris.
And I've been seeing his name. He's one of those players that really are making his name during those years. So
Right.
at least during my experience. But right now, focusing on their teams, as I'm seeing, I think the dead weight on Francis Tai team is definitely that Togi Kiss, because it's a high octane offense team that you have right now in Rogerson's
Yes.
side.
Yes.
And if Hax is not on your side on this turn, you have to go fight fire with fire.
Yes.
So definitely Francis Tai would be going in probably for the offensive here, but definitely not sacrificing too much Pokemon. Right.
And with that being said, Rogerson is currently on the lead right now on a tournament point. One more win and he's going to take in the title of the champion, while Francis side still needs 2 more wins. With that being said, let's get and have a champion time. It's still going to be the same leads for Rogerson. It's going to be the Porygon Z and the Whimsicott, and for Francis it's going to be a kind of different lead. It still has a Rillaboom onto the lead, pero andito na rin naman si Cinderace to back him up. Ano ang masasabi mong pwedeng unang mangyari for our first turn here?
Let's go priority, man. Nothing is a priority. They're just going for speedy moves right now. You can go for the tailwind, you can go for that. But there is that fake out, but I don't think that fake out is gonna help right now. He has to go for a really offensive move against that Porygon, unless he switches out for something that really baits Francis to waste his moves on a Pokemon that is not Porygon. But right now, we're gonna see a lot of offense coming in on this turn, expecting a lot of attacks coming in. Is it gonna hit Porygon Z, or is there gonna be an interruption that we never saw in his moveset?
Hindi natin alam yan, Brad. But with that being said, this is the first time na makikita natin si Gyarados getting switched into the game. And typically is going to be the play right now. -1 on attacks, both for Cinderace and that of the Rillaboom. And let's see what's going to happen right now. Definitely going to be the G-Max Cinderace. Dude, if this is the Rillaboom, I swear. Okay, it's not going to be the Rillaboom. Of course, it's not going to be the Rillaboom. But, no, actually, hindi naman Rillaboom yung pangalan niya. It's a better Bulu, by the way. So, right now, we have the G-Max Cinderace into the field right now. And another one, of course, si Porygon Z. Definitely the name of the game right now. This is the Pokemon that sweep Francis's Pokemon from the previous game. And let's see kung ano ang magiging dala nito para sa atin ngayon. And with that being said, here comes the fake out coming into that of the Gyarados. Not going to do a lot of damage, but you know, the fake out's not going to do anything at all kasi wala naman siya fina-flinch because of the switch out. And there we go. We have the faster Cinderace right now onto the Porygon Z. Not going to do a lot of damage, although it dealt up to half health damage. But still, it wasn't enough to take in the kill because of the -1. Now he's currently on -0, +0 attack. And with that being said, the Max Strike is going to take out the Rillaboom once again with just one hit off of that Max Strike, giving the -1 off of that Cinderace. And right now, Porygon Z is the faster Pokemon.
And one of the things I'm thinking here is this a repeat of what happened earlier. As I mentioned, there was a lot of action on that freaking turn. As you see, Pokemons are gonna go attack, but I was expecting actually a double on Porygon Z, because the lower the HP of Porygon Z is, he can go for a priority move anytime. And right now, I'm not sure if he can actually execute something, because it's another defensive Pokemon that Francis has on his end. And that Porygon Z will definitely take out anything that he sees, and he has to take out another Pokemon on his end. And that being a Gyarados, I don't see any from the Cinderace movesets actually KO that Pokemon right at this moment. He could actually protect and take out that Cinderace with that Gyarados. It depends on the typing, if it's going to change to a normal type or whatnot.
Pero seeing all that happen right now, thank you for all the viewers that we have right now. We have the follow me, follow us again, Prof, Toff, and JJ-kun as your commentators. Don't forget to give us a follow me. And there we go. We have the Dragon Dance off of that Dragon Gyarados. And there we go. Another Max Try is going to happen. Is it going to kill? It is definitely going to kill once again. Is this going to be a rebid? We don't know yet because we have the minus +0 attack onto that Cinderace right now. But then again, he is currently on -2 attack. Max Knuckle. I think this is going to take in. Yeah, this is going to definitely knock out that Porygon Z. And still, even if like Porygon Z is out, Gyarados is +1 on attack and +1 on speed. What do you think are the implications of this for the side of Francis?
Francis has definitely the offensive presence right now, but the weaknesses and the remaining Pokemon, I'm not sure if he can actually make it happen right now. The Tailwind will definitely help. The weakness and the changes to the Pokemon on the field, it depends on who goes first and takes out more Pokemon. If Cinderace's speed is still there after everything that has happened, because there's 2 speed drops, right? From -2 max moves.
-2, yes.
-2. That Gyarados might be faster and might be able to attack that Cinderace, rendering it, and there's helping hand as well.
And of course, ayun na nga, Power Whiff coming in from Gyarados. I wasn't really expecting the Power Whiff to take out the Primarina, dude. Power Whiff Gyarados, where do you see that? I don't see that nowhere. But we have the Dazzling Gleam as well. Of course, it is currently a fighting type. Super effective move, Dazzling Gleam. But right now, of course, it doesn't really matter at all right now. Dahil dito na matatapos ang game natin. We have the Whimsicott still on the side of Francis, although he has +1 right now. No, he doesn't have any +1 on speed. But he has -1 dahil nabalik niya na ang isang speed stage. Sa kabila ng lahat ng yan, I think we still have one more Pokemon at the back. It could be the Cinderace. Okay, there we go. We have the Cinderace as well. Ano na ang pwedeng mangyari dito?
Alam mo, it's still any person's game here, but the lead will definitely be on Rogerson's side. He has the time to spare unless there's a protect of that Cinderace to actually delay and just nip some damage to that Cinderace. But definitely Sucker Punch is gonna play a role if they both chose to go for a priority move, but definitely Tai will be going for that Cinderace first unless he knows something will happen, because that Cinderace can take him out.
Right.
So right now, at -1 speed,
Sucker Punch, Libero. Is it going to take out the Cinderace? Is it enough? It's not enough, but the Dazzling Gleam is going to take out the Cinderace. That is it. Rogerson is your Isle of Mustard champion. Quickly sweeping Francis Tai for the champion title. Dude, that was so quick. Wala akong masabi. Dude, he was playing Tai like a yo-yo. Iba, Brad, iba. Iba, iba yung just reading the opponent and predicting the opponent. Those are two different things. And with that being said, parang lang siya nagbabasa ng ABC laban kay Francis Tai.
I would say he knew his team well. Yun yung isa yung paborito ng mga veterans eh. They know what to do, they know what to kill, and he knows that calculation with Porygon Z knows that it takes out almost any Pokemon on the field. And half of your opposing opponents rather was wiped out in 2 turns without any resistance. It's like saying you have a countdown on your head. It's like Doom. When you say Final Fantasy, you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 till 0. And definitely the HP of each of Francis' Pokemon went down so fast that we couldn't even see that much retaliation after that Dynamax has ended. It's like seeing a Porygon Z is the demise of each Pokemon on the field that gets hit. Unless you can actually try to stall it out, or you have your tech moves like Wolfie's Switcheroo, Eject Button, those kind of things. But if you don't have that, it's gonna be a tough battle unless you have Steel types or your Ghost types take out that damage.
Iba ang ginawa ni Urson, dude. Iba ang ginawa ni Urson. He didn't just read Francis Tai. He played him. those are two different things. Iba yung pag-rush in ni Erson, iba yung aggressiveness ni Erson, ano. But with that being said, guys, let's interview the one and only champion, I wouldn't even say this, the MVP, but like, tol, this is Rogerson Villangca.